Good morning, guys. Thank you for joining me. The Iranian helicopter crash. Is it biblical judgment and the beginning of the end times? Stay with me, guys, all right? Stay with me. Let me just give you a short, less than a minute update on this and some dots that I'm connecting, and then let me know what you think in the comments below. So, 40 days ago, we had the solar eclipse in America, and then the Bible told us that, the judgment would begin 40 days after this on the, it's a holiday, basically, a Hebrew holiday. So that's what so literally 40 days from the eclipse, we get this happening. So what's the significance of Iran in the Bible, in Daniel 10 specifically? So Iran, or Persia as it's then called, is where basically the Antichrist is going to come from. Now, what do we know about the Antichrist? We know that the Antichrist will rise from a small place. He'll be a charismatic leader, and he will initially cause peace on earth. Now, look what's happened in Iran. Iran is obviously Persia. Could this be the Prince of Persia that's been, killed? I don't think so. What I think is going to happen is whoever rises in the footsteps of the Iranian president, I think could be this charismatic leader, and this person could be the Antichrist. Guys, I'm just connecting these dots. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm going to give you a more strategic outline of what happened now. So, a few things about this helicopter crash that I don't really understand. First of all, we know that they were traveling with 3 helicopters. First of all, you need to understand that the situation in Iran, they're heavily sanctioned. So the spare parts, the serviceability, and the engineers to make sure these helicopters, to make sure that they're, serviced and kept flying. That's a lot harder to do in Iran because of the sanctions, because they can't get the right trained, trained people. They were also traveling as a 3 helicopter packet. Now, I don't know about you guys, and I don't know if you've got any military experience or not, but if you're traveling with 3 helicopters and then your main helicopter, the one with your VIP on, just goes silent, you should kind of double back and see where he is. I don't know why that didn't happen. I just see this as really suspicious, unless they are that incompetent that they just take off and go their separate ways. I don't know. The reports are in that he was visiting a dam. Hang on, guys. I'll just get this up on the maps. A dam. Where is it? Yeah, a dam on the border with Azerbaijan. It's called the Giz Galaxy. On the Giz Galaxy Araz River. So basically, when governments build dams, 9 times out of 10, and I don't know, they build bunkers underneath them. Why do they do this? Well, first of all, with all that water, you get huge radiation protection. Water's probably the best radiation protector that there is. With the water, you obviously get water, which is good to drink. You also get hydroelectricity from the water in the dam. And it's really easy to build these things at the earliest phases, and nobody really knows what's happening because you're pumping so much concrete in there. You've got a huge construction project on, there's trucks everywhere. So it's really easy and it doesn't attract much attention. So what I would say is, what was he doing at that dam? And is that dam an ulterior motive? Is it another target? Is something under there? Now, how did this happen? I don't know. Could it have been, a missile strike? Yes, of course. Could it have been a drone strike? I tend to think no, because, it's a lot harder to control a drone into... so what we talk about a drone is an unmanned aerial vehicle, and somebody would normally be controlling that. If we're saying it's a drone and it's on, it's got a sensor in it that would attack the helicopter, it's kind of not a drone, it's a cruise missile with a propeller rather than a jet engine. But anyway, that's just a little, that's just a side note. So could it have been, intervention from another country? Absolutely. Do we know it was? No, we don't. How is this going to affect things moving forward? Well, as we all know, Iran is a huge backer of the, of Hamas. you know, Iran is a huge backer of those conflicts in the Middle East. And they've got a huge infrastructure. They've got a lot of oil, and they control the Strait of Hormuz, which controls, I think, some people are saying 20% of the world's oil goes past the Strait of Hormuz. I don't know, where we're getting that information from, but that looks like it's kind of the standard consensus that 20% of the world's oil goes past the Strait of Hormuz, which Iran controls. So it's going to be really interesting to see the next couple of days how things develop in Israel, and who aims to benefit from this. Well, let's remember also that Iran is a huge producer. Well, it's the only producer actually of the Shahed drones, but those Shahed drones are, the Russians have been buying lots and lots and lots of them. Iran is closely allied with Russia, and those drones are having devastating effect in Ukraine. Will that supply dry up? We don't know, but it's really interesting to watch. It's really interesting to keep an eye on, and I'm sure more information will be coming out in the news later on today, and I'm going to do another video on this, guys, as soon as we get more information. But that is it, guys. I'm going to keep it short today because I'm sure you guys have got things to do, and I have too. But as soon as more information comes out, I will let you know, and I'll speak to you guys soon.